In the kingdom of Luwanda, nestled between great rivers and gold-rich mountains, there was a family known by all, the House of Amari. For 6 generations, they were respected as wise leaders, warriors and builders of peace. But behind their power was a shadow. Every generation, on the 11th night after the birth of the firstborn child, tragedy struck. A mother would die, a child would disappear, a house would burn to the ground, and no matter how they prayed, no matter how far they traveled, the curse returned.
The Amaras carry something dark in their blood.
When Ishaka, daughter of Kaya Amari, was born, her mother feared more than just the future. She feared that her child would become another name in the long chain of sorrow. On the 10th night, Kaya fled the estate with Ishaka swaddled to her chest, determined to outrun fate. She hid in the hills of Barandu, among strangers who knew nothing of her name. But on the 11th night, as she held Ishaka close by a fire, a black snake crawled into the hut and coiled around her ankle. Kaya screamed. Villagers came running, the snake vanished, and Kaya lay lifeless, her eyes open to the stars. Ishaka grew up with questions and whispers. "Your mother ran from her name," they said, "but curses do not need addresses." She was raised by a widowed hunter named Jengo, who taught her to read the wind, track lions, and walk without leaving a trace. But the curse never left her. When she turned 15, she began to see them, echoes of the past, visions of women before her, all bearing the name Amari, all dying or losing what they loved most. One by one, they stood before her in dreams, saying, "Finish what we could not." Determined, Ishaka returned to Luwanda under a new name. She posed as a storyteller, performing in markets and palaces until she was invited to speak before the current ruler, High Chief Ndale Amari, her grandfather, who believed her long dead.
I am Ishaka Amari, daughter of Kaya, heir to the curse that haunts our blood.
Ndale, shaken, confessed. The curse was not magic, but guilt. Their ancestor, Olamji Amari, had betrayed his blood brother, sacrificing him during war to gain power.
Your children will remember him until one seeks justice instead of power.
Ishaka stood before the crowd and offered the last scroll written by the betrayed brother, sealed in Olamji's tomb. In it were the words of peace, the land he was promised, and the names of the innocent who died for tradition. That night, the Amaris gathered and offered public restitution. They returned land, honored forgotten names, and built a shrine not for power, but for forgiveness. And so the curse was broken, not by a blade, but by truth. In Luwanda, they now say, the past does not sleep, it waits for someone brave enough to listen.